inside of Carmichael Arena. Hokies turned the ball over 21 times.
North Carolina was the more aggressive team last time. The Hokies were really aggressive the other night against Georgia Tech in a big win over the number 11 Yellow Jackets. We'll see what happens here this afternoon.
Hokies in the black, Carolina in the blue as Elizabeth Kitley backs down. Kayla King getting the start as well. Her pass tipped around and snagged. Here comes Deja Kelly. And so look at that Virginia Tech starting five. Asia Shepard, 2 threes away from breaking the ACC record. When a bucket falls for North Carolina right off the bat, off the turnover.
Deja Kelly, a McDonald's All-American recruit, has lived up to that reputation.
There's Shepard, ties the ACC three-point record. Just takes one more to be the queen of ACC threes all time.
Speaking of living up to the reputation, right?
And just tied Asia Durr from Louisville with that three. Swing inside to Littlefield off the glass and in.
Littlefield with the size advantage right there over Amor. Nice job of getting her cut into the basket.
So I have to correct myself there. Asia Shepard had her foot on the line. That was just a 2. But the layup goes to tie the game for Liz Kitley.
North Carolina did a really good job on Kitley in Chapel Hill. We'll see if Elizabeth Kitley can step up tonight. Odds are that she will, based on her previous performances in the last 3 home games. The middle of a 4-game homestand here.
Yeah, the Hokies have not lost in ACC play inside of Castle Coliseum. The defense, shot clock down to 4. Kennedy Todd Williams has to get a shot up and does at the buzzer.
Just really solid. 4 sophomores and the grad student Littlefield in the starting lineup for North Carolina. This recruiting class by Courtney Banger has certainly lived up to their expectations.
Amor misses a 3, offensive rebound. Both of these teams have not really played in close games down the stretch, and that really is fascinating as the Hokies cough up the ball again. Virginia Tech and North Carolina winning every game by over 10 points.
That's an amazing stat. Have not won a close game. Of course, they haven't lost many games either.
And you got to think that both teams have ranked wins. North Carolina beat a ranked Duke team. The Hokies did that twice, and then the Hokies also beat Georgia Tech by a double-digit margin. And a foul is called under the basket. There's Courtney Banghart, the head coach of North Carolina in her 3rd season. Having a heck of a year so far for the Tar Heels at 19-4, 9-4 in the ACC.
What a good job she has done in a really short period of time coming from Princeton.
Must be off the side of the backboard. Anya Poole kicks it out, and Kayla King had a piece of it on the block. And Littlefield tickles the twine anyway.
So the chances down there with the offensive rebound that bounced around. Usby right in the middle of the fray as usual.
It's Baines at the free throw line, who has played aggressively these last couple of games and put up 20 against Clemson. And Georgia Amor nicks one off the front of the rim. Todd Williams. Kelly for 3. Got it.
A good aggressive play. Push the ball down the floor, make the defense sink to that level, then kick it back out to the 4th leading scorer in the league, Deja Kelly.
One inside to Kitley. Turns around and finds the bucket.
Tough to double team when she steps away like that. That little fall aways that she shoots on the baseline has been a really valuable tool.
2nd in the ACC in scoring, rebounding, and 1st in blocks, as the 3 from Usby is a bit short. Shepard almost lost the ball. Dangerous lob to Kitley. What an effort by Todd Williams, kicking the ball outside of the sideline. There's Kenny Brooks in his 6th year as the head coach of Virginia Tech women's basketball. Got the Hokies back to the NCAA tournament last year for the first time since 2006.
Came in and started winning 20 games a year right away, but this is his best team since he's been in Blacksburg.
Now Virginia Tech with a win today would make it 11 wins in the ACC. That's only been done once. That was back in 2019-2020. Well, Amor hits a shot from the elbow to climb the Hokies within 4. Off a screen. Hits around the defense of King. Back out to Kelly.
That's a heck of a matchup. Kayla King, who's probably the Hokies' best perimeter defender, matched up against Deja Kelly.
Defense works for Virginia Tech there. Here comes Amor up the floor. Trailer from the left wing. Also Deasia Gregg into the game for the first time. Off the front rim, no good. Usby collects another rebound. Can't get the second chance points to fall, but a foul is called on Virginia Tech. Got a fun one so far here in Blacksburg. 12-8 in a marquee ACC women's basketball matchup. Don't go away. We got more after this.
I've been telling them all along.
So she did tie the ACC three-point record with that 3 that she hit that was called a 2 on the floor originally. So instead of 12-8 when it went to break, it's 12-9. And Asia Shepard is a 3 away from breaking the record all-time for three-pointers in the ACC. Meanwhile, a block for Liz Kitley. That's more of the same with what we've seen all year from the center for Virginia Tech.
Number 1 in the ACC for a reason.
Comes Poole. Littlefield, the Princeton transfer, rejoining her head coach in Courtney Banghart. Shot clock down to 2. And that's a shot clock violation. That just got a piece of the net, so a good job on defense by the Hokies there.
Yeah, so interesting. Courtney Banghart has done such a good job recruiting 4 sophomores in this starting lineup that she signed in her first big class, and then brings Carly Littlefield from Princeton after she graduated from there.
Up top of the key for King. Here's Gregg. Pulls up. Usby got the rebound, and it stays with North Carolina.
Little switch right there, and Gregg had the size advantage. Couldn't knock it down from 15 feet. She's playing well off the bench lately, too. The Georgia Tech transfer.
Yeah, at the beginning of the season, talked to Kenny Brooks about what Deasia Gregg's role would be, and he said, well, if Kitley goes down, she's going to be sort of our Draymond Green, just kind of playing as a center who's not really a center. As it pops out, and Gregg pulls down a rebound.
Good job that time. The Hokies have given up 5 offensive rebounds already, but that time everybody blocked their man out.
Now 5 rebounds, all for Usby. They knew she was going to be great on the boards today. Maybe not this great already, with 5 of them.
Carolina switching a lot on the man-to-man. 1 through 4 they switch. If the 5-man's involved, they kind of hedge and get back.
Amor trying to tie it. Now starting out a little cold from 3, now 0 of 2 and 1 for 4 from the floor. Entry bounce to Poole. Had a good move, couldn't get the roll. Another rebound for Gregg.
Gregg doing a nice job of battling. A little undersized in there.
Shepard, step back for the record. A bit too short. Kelly might have got a piece of that.
Asia thought she got a piece of her.
And that's a charge.
How about Gregg off the bench? A couple big rebounds and taking a charge on Usby.
Deasia Gregg, who's been a big producer for Virginia Tech defensively, and plays like that. Usby going right to the rack, and Gregg got right in the way.
Taking the charge has been a big part of Kenny Brooks' team being better defensively. And of course, they're underrated defensively. 4th in the league in scoring defense, 4th in the league in field goal percentage. People don't talk about Virginia Tech's defense. They talk about their 3-point shooting and Kitley most of the time.
Well, speaking of great players off of the bench, Eva Hodgson just had the kickball right there, the transfer from William & Mary. She made a humongous difference coming off of the bench against Virginia Tech in that last game these two teams played in Chapel Hill.
Yeah, and she got off to a hot start the other night against Pittsburgh in the win on Thursday night in Chapel Hill.
There's Kitley. Waiting on the call, and it is North Carolina ball.
Everybody looked at each other and said, blue.
Right.
Deja Kelly can play both the point guard and the 2, and she's moved over to the point guard with the substitutions right now.
You can expect that virtuosity or versatility from Deja Kelly, who was
virtuosity also.
Yeah, McDonald's All-American, Texas Gatorade Player of the Year coming out of high school. Coach Banghart really likes how she is adjusted to the college pace. It's Traylor. Defense has been solid for North Carolina. Georgia Amore starting out 0 of 3 from beyond the arc. Usby's wide open, but a charge will nullify any sort of shot. Make that 2 charges drawn by Deasia Gregg.
She's made an impact immediately off the bench. That's what you want. You don't necessarily have to have points and rebounds, something statistically, but if they'll come in the game and make a contribution, and taking a charge twice, going full court is making a contribution.
Kayla King comes back into the game. Georgia Amore gets her first break.
Deanna Traylor running the point now for the Hokies. We'll see how this offense moves with her leading the team.
Here's Kitley trying to back in. Instead, it's swatted away. Usby on a fast break. Easy for Carolina.
And live ball turnovers lead to easy baskets, and that's exactly what North Carolina got that time, extending the lead.
Third turnover of the ball game for Virginia Tech. Here comes Shepard. No foul called, and Carolina collects it. Here comes Hodgson.
Usby with the block.
Hodgson looked at the basket instead, swings it inside to Chitenge, and a foul is called.
Nice job right there. Hodgson, you mentioned the transfer from William & Mary. Came down, ironically, in the recruiting battle to Virginia Tech and North Carolina.
Yeah, when she was thinking about transferring, trying to go to the ACC, Coach Banghart and Coach Brooks both had their eyes on Eva Hodgson. Ultimately picked Chapel Hill. First one goes for Chitenge, the junior from Germantown, Maryland. All of a sudden, it's an 8-point lead. Could be 9 here with another free throw made by Chitenge, and it is a 9-point lead for the Tar Heels. Trying to win their 3rd game in a row against Virginia Tech. Came in here last year and were down by 14 at half to the Hokies. Came back and won in the second half. King for 3. No good, only hit 1 3 a couple nights ago against Georgia Tech. It was a dagger, but that seemed to be a rush shot, Mac.
Yeah, kind of fumbled the handoff and went ahead and shot it.
Air ball for Hodgson, but Usby's right there.
Who else? Great hustle. From the other side of the basket, she just ran it down.
10 seconds on the shot clock for North Carolina. It's Kelly. What a move on Traylor, draws a foul and the bucket. What a start for North Carolina.
Deja Kelly with a really nice hesitation dribble right there. Got by Traylor. Little body. Good call, good shot, good play.
Oh, Kelly with a free throw here is already in double figures. And 10 points for Deja Kelly. Shot clock off for the Hokies. Amore steps back, finds King. Front rim no good, and that is it for the first quarter. All North Carolina 21-9. Number 23 team in the country looks tough against the Hokies coming back in the second quarter. And everything that they have been able to try to work against the Hokies has really came to fruition in the first quarter, Mac.
Been really good on defense. Hokies are 4 for 15 and great on the boards, 17-5, including 7 offensive rebounds.
Now, Usby, all of those 7 offensive rebounds. Stays with the Hokies on a solid effort by Asia Shepard. Coach Bangart a little frustrated with that effort there as Zana Baines ready to throw it in for the Hokies. Now for Virginia Tech, what has gotten them off to such a slow start so far?
Well, North Carolina's just playing really good defense. They've done a good job of switching on the perimeter. They've done a great job of contesting shots. They haven't really turned them over very much, although that one is the 4th turnover for the Hokies.
What North Carolina did so well against Virginia Tech in that earlier meeting this year really punished the Hokies in transition. You saw with the speed of Usby there, the Hokies got back on defense, but the potential is there to make it a really tough day in transition. What a great pass, Chitenge from the baseline.
A couple better defensive possessions for the Hokies. See if that can pay off on the offensive end. Need a little execution on this end to get some wider open shots.
Now the Hokies 1 of 8 from beyond the arc so far in this one. There's Baines from the left block. It's a right-handed hook to fall.
One-on-one, Baines against Usby. We knew that would be a key matchup on both ends of the floor, Bailey.
Kelly trying to hand it off. Littlefield on a solid drive draws a foul. She'll go to the line for 2. That's on Baines, her first. And Anya Poole comes back into the game.
North Carolina has good size, good depth. We know how dangerous they are in transition. Number 2 scoring team in the league. But today, the difference in the game has been how good they've played on defense.
North Carolina, we did know that this was a team that was defensively sound. And they sure have lived up to that today as the second free throw goes for Carly Littlefield. Doubling the score of Virginia Tech at the moment with 8:30 left to go in the half. And into Kitley. Out of a double team. Baines is there. Finds the ball again.
Nice effort by Baines.
Step back. And it's good for Kayla King.
Kayla King was the number 1 3-point shooter percentage-wise in the league until Georgia Amor passed her.
And Georgia Amor with 5 threes a couple of nights ago. Right now ahead of Kayla King. All of them shooting over 40% at the moment, though. That one off the glass and in, and that one could have left a crack in the glass off of the square.
Good defense by Shepard, better offense by Todd Williams.
Baines trying to get the Tar Heels to respect her shot, left her wide open.
She has been very instrumental in the Hokies having a little better efficiency on the offensive end these last couple trips.
Littlefield off a screen. And forces a turnover.
Hokies again, since the quarter break, have been better on the defensive end.
Finding Shepard. Baines gets pickpocketed by Littlefield. Sprinting into the front court, Georgia Amor volleyballs it back to Zana Baines.
Heck of a play by Amor.
You can just see that these two teams play so similarly. And we were talking about this with Coach Bangart and Coach Kenny Brooks. They like the way that each other play, and they really match up well. As Asia Shepard, there it is, the all-time leader in ACC three-pointers. What a career for Asia Shepard.
Hokies defense is turning into a little better execution on the offensive end.
Yeah, with that milestone also puts the Hokies back at a 5-point deficit with North Carolina. Lost ball, and it goes to Virginia Tech. Asia Shepard officially passing Asia Durr with that 3 from the baseline. And we get to call a lot of Asia Shepard's games, and you really couldn't ask for this to happen to a nicer athlete and a more well-rounded person.
Already got her master's degree. Kenny Brooks' first recruit has turned out really well.
King thought about trying to follow that up. Shepard hits the deck, loose ball. Hodgson called for a walk. The 3 will not count. And I think I could read the lips of Ava
Yes, you
Hodgson.
could.
And I don't think that she thought she walked there.
Oh, she disagreed. She disagreed. I hope we don't have any lip readers in the audience. You can see the passion.
Remember, this game means a ton. Milestones being achieved aside, these teams really want to get a win against the other program because there is a budding rivalry with Virginia Tech and North Carolina in the sport of women's basketball.
I think it's in all sports.
Yeah,
between
it really
Virginia
is.
Tech and North Carolina, interestingly enough.
And when
they
you-
haven't been in the same league all that long.
And when you walk around this campus at Blacksburg, there is a solid distaste amongst the Virginia Tech faithful with North Carolina. And I think that this makes it a little bit more fun. As Deja Kelly, Hokies fans wanted to get a charge called there. It didn't happen.
You can only have a good rivalry if both programs are good.
Right.
And in this case, both programs are good.
Certainly in a great spot. Off the screen. Amor to the rack. Comes Kelly, who's been so impressive so far today. She drives inside and gets the layup to fall.
Well, she wants to go right, but she can go left. What a beautiful play by Deja Kelly out of San Antonio, Texas.
Now the Texans got 12 points so far. Amor, why not from 3? Hits it this time.
She seems to make timely shots, too. Not only is she leading the league in percentage, but she seems to be able to step up at the right moments. That was important for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, started out 1 for 4 from 3, but Amor has not stopped trying. Goes out of bounds, and it stays with North Carolina. Well, the Hokies have climbed back to 4, down by 4 against the Tar Heels, 26-22 in this ACC big-time matchup against the double-double leader in the ACC and Liz Kitley, which also makes this matchup so much more fun. Destiny Adams into the game for the first time for the Tar Heels. Todd Williams on a head fake, airmails a 3. That's Virginia Tech's ball.
Adams is another one of those athletic, long-armed, rebounding players with a great motor. Just plays hard all the time.
Another McDonald's All-American for North Carolina.
Just a freshman on this really young basketball team.
Amor swinging around. Lytle's open for 3. Follows her shot and draws a foul. Great effort there by Lytle.
Good job. Emily Lytle, the transfer from Liberty, has struggled a little bit lately. But if you want to get going, that's fine. Take the open shot, but then go get it. This is a really nice play. Good aggressive play, and that'll get a good player like Emily Lytle a little bit more confident going forward.
Lytle on the year, just averaging 4 points per game. And a few more starts in non-conference play. So we're being told that Destiny Adams is not in the scorebook at the moment.
That would be a technical foul.
So it could be a technical foul if issued. And
Apparently
everything's okay.
Apparently everything's
It wouldn't have
fine.
been the first time this year, Mac.
No,
that happened.
no.
She was in the book at the end of the day. We have gotten that confirmation. There's
Good.
Deja Kelly hung with Courtney Banghart after thinking that they got some sort of scorebook issue. Meanwhile, Emily Lytle hits both free throws. All of a sudden, this is a 2-point game.
And again, more production off the bench for Virginia Tech, which is critical.
Hodgson. Todd Williams.
Really good defense by Emily Lytle right there.
Shot clock running down inside of 6 seconds now. Kelly, too short. The official says that ball went off of Shepard at the last moment. Asia is not arguing with that, so it will go back to North Carolina.
A little bit of a home run play there. If it gets through there untouched, but it got deflected off of Asia Shepard.
Really Lytle getting a hand in.
He's had a couple really good defensive possessions in there. Of course, we saw Greg earlier draw a couple charges off the bench.
Ball is loose, could be a fast break for the Hokies. Amor, back to Greg. How about that defense from Eva Hodgson?
Good hustle.
That play seemed dead to rights for the Tar Heels, and the transfer from William and Mary made it happen. When we talked to Coach Banghart about Eva Hodgson, just said that the entire team plays to her personality.
Yeah, it's so nice to be able to come off the bench with a player not only who can knock down a couple threes immediately, but just plays so hard.
Todd Williams.
The defense again by Lytle cutting off the drive.
Hokies have made North Carolina run down the shot clock the past couple of possessions now. Kitley got a full palm on it. Littlefield airballs it. And that is another shot clock violation. Second one Virginia Tech has forced on North Carolina so far.
Heck of a defensive possession that time. And of course, the Hokies have gotten back in this game by playing good defense. What a block right there. Then a contested shot.
Another block for Kitley, the ACC's block leader. On a double team. Greg is there and draws a foul.
Kitley has seen every kind of defense known to man in the post. Physical, bodying up, double teams from the outside, double teaming post to post. But if you double team, someone is open. That someone was Deasia Gray.
And we do have to give credit. We have talked about Virginia Tech's defensive momentum in these last couple of possessions, but they certainly have made it hard for Elizabeth Kitley to try to find her normal success, who only had 4 points. But that does leave an opportunity open for Greg to go to the free throw line, and now has the Hokies within 1.
Yeah, that's the thing. Defense, you take something away, you give something up, and the Hokies have been able to do enough of that to crawl back in this game against Courtney Banghart's team.
Kayla King back into the game. It was 22-11. Now it's all tied up at 26-26. Remember the last time these two teams faced off, North Carolina put the beat down on Virginia Tech, 71-46. But the Hokies have been drawing charges all first half against the Tar Heels. There's another there.
Watch, move the feet, keep moving. Be between the man and the basket. Kayla King has turned into, like I said, one of the better perimeter defenders in the league.
From Shepard. Amor wants a screen. Adams doing a good job of getting in her face, but not good enough. Amor hits her second three of the game, and the Hokies have taken the lead.
Adams gave her just a little bit too much room. Tar Heels have struggled a little bit offensively with Deja Kelly not on the floor, and another offensive foul.
Another offensive foul as we go into the last minute of the second quarter. Let's get another look at it.
See, Adams gave her that space, thinking I'm longer, I can contest that shot. Amore says, not so much.
Tar Heels have led by as much as 12. Now the Hokies lead by 3.
Now this game was 22-11.
Shepard step back.
Good rebound again by who else? Usby.
Usby's got 9 rebounds. Now the Tar Heels, like they have done so many other times in this first half, likely just going to run down the shot clock again. To see what Littlefield can do, though. No good. And a foul is called on North Carolina. So on Chitenge, you got to keep that in mind, Mac. That's her 3rd personal foul.
Yeah, that's mounting up. The Hokies have done a good job of playing without fouling.
So it was not an offensive foul.
It was over the back on the rebound.
So it puts the Hokies in the bonus here. So Anya Poole comes back into the game for North Carolina. And Elizabeth Kitley hits the first free throw.
She's had an amazing turnaround in the free throw situation, shooting over 90% in league play after shooting in the 50s in non-conference.
Hokies on a roll there in that second quarter. Tar Heels have an opportunity for the final shot of the half. Littlefield into Poole. Oh, what a good move.
Beautiful ball screen and roll.
Shepard's heave would not have counted anyway, but what a half of basketball we had right there, Mac. 31-28, Virginia Tech and North Carolina in a really fun matchup.
Both teams playing really hard. It must mean something this game, you think?
Sophomore from Rochester, Minnesota, bounces it in to Carly Littlefield, and we are underway with what should be an action-packed second half here in Blacksburg. Off the rim, no good, and a rebound pulled down by Asia Shepard.
North Carolina likes that little scissors action, cutting off of the high post. They're really good at it. That time they got the open shot, but Usby couldn't convert.
And Kitley buries the baseline jumper.
That's about as good a start as you can hope for on both ends if you're Kenny Brooks.
And that defense for Virginia Tech did such a great job there in that second quarter, but North Carolina still has that defensive prowess and potential to do the same thing. And as that ball just flattened on the back of the rim and fell through for Deja Kelly, all of a sudden it's back to a 2-point game.
Still counted as 3. Didn't matter if it was one of those ugly shots, but she doesn't make many ugly shots. She's got great form. If you're a young player looking to know how to shoot the ball, she's a good one to copy.
Coming into this game, 38% three-point shooter. It's short for Shepard.
Good job of creating that open shot with the baseline drive by Amore.
There's Kelly trying to take the game over. Usby calling a jump ball, possession arrow to Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Usby wasn't in good position. Tipped the ball out to herself and then chased it down, got tied up.
There's just so many rebounds still for Usby. That's her 10th rebound of the ball game. On the scoring end, though, only 2, but Usby has done such a great job on the boards, driving, as Coach Banghart had said, the engine for North Carolina. Our heels pushing the floor. Usby with a carry. What a Euro step off the glass to tie the game back up.
Up and under. Textbook post move by the undersized Usby.
Zana Baines. Baines tries her luck at the rim, and she'll go to the line.
Watch this. Shot fake, show the ball, get the defense up in the air, step through, and using that length and athletic ability to lay it up. Beautiful move.
Now you can see Baines gritting her teeth there as she got sold on that fake by Usby. Now the Duke transfer at the line and take the lead for Tech there.
Had a great game just a few nights ago against Clemson.
And 20 points for Azana Baines, and you've seen the Tar Heels really leave her open. And there was a certain point in the first half where she drilled a 17-footer wide open. Nobody was thinking she was going to be able to take the shot. She's certainly still a threat in mid-range for the Hokies.
There's that little scissor cut handoff.
Another block for Kitley.
Kitley bails the defense out by blocking a shot. When you can erase a defensive mistake with Kitley in the back line of the defense, that's a really big plus for the Hokies.
Yeah, a big weapon for Virginia Tech, and that was a great play for Todd Williams to make it work. And Elizabeth Kitley's palm had a different end to that story. Usby starting to turn it up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, she was asking for it. She wanted that ball on the block that time against Baines.
Comes Amor from the right wing. Good.
You shoot it in rhythm like that, little curl cut.
Lead right back to 2 for Virginia Tech after the Tar Heels swiped back at the Hokies. Usby backing up.
Really physical game, Bailey.
Too hard for Poole, followed her shot, and Baines collected another rebound for the Hokies.
Their bodies flying everywhere when the shot goes up.
Shepard to the hoop.
It is an improved part of her game. The mid-range and the take all the way to the rim when she can blow by her man. You have to respect the shot. You get up too close, she can go by you.
Lots of athleticism on display. Shepard on one side, Kelly on the other. And move through that double team there. Here comes Kelly.
Kayla King got beat but stayed with it, contested the shot.
Amor finds Shepard again. Kayla King almost fought the rebound back, but a good effort by Poole. Kelly, transition 3.
Got to find her in transition.
Rejected by the rim, tie up, and a foul.
Yeah, Todd Williams got kind of hung up in there, trying to poke the ball loose. She's going to head out of the game, and Hodgson, the dangerous Eva Hodgson, comes in.
Now remember, when Eva Hodgson came in for Courtney Banghart's Tar Heels, she scored 19 points against Virginia Tech the last time these two teams faced off. Went 4 of 5 from 3 land against the Hokies the last time out as well. And so far for Hodgson, she is 0 of 1 from beyond the arc. Good down. Hodgson, though, still solid defensive effort.
With Kayla King occupied by Kelly on the other end, it'll be interesting to see. It'll probably be Traylor who gets matched up against Hodgson. They matched up on this end.
The solid guards in now for the Hokies with Traylor and Amor. Here comes Traylor.
Downhill with the left hand is her best offensive move.
Largest lead of the game for the Hokies at 6. Signed to Usby. Almost got that one to fall. Amor in a track meet. Traylor gets fouled. She'll go to the line, but the Hokies are pushing the pace against the Tar Heels team that is so used to doing that this year. Going to a break in an electric atmosphere in Blacksburg. 41-35, Hokies lead. Welcome back to Castle, everyone. Well, the Hokies have had a really balanced scoring effort throughout this season, and that's why they've been able to jump up to a 10-3 record in the ACC. When 3 or more players have 10 points or more. The Hokies are 16-0, and then you look there in the opposite with 2 or less, they're 2-6. And right now, the only player in double figures for Virginia Tech is Georgia Amor, who has 11, but right behind her, Elizabeth Kitley has 8, and then Asia Shepard also with 8.
You gotta like their chances of getting 3 or more, and that's a graphic, if you will.
Well, Virginia Tech added that 16th win to that column with a big win over Georgia Tech a few days ago. And we're going to revisit what we said in that first half, Mac, is the fact that North Carolina and Virginia Tech in their win range, they have never had a single-digit win this season.
Yeah, every game that they've played, that they've won, which is most of them, they've won comfortably. But today, one of them may break that string.
Right. Well, the Hokies now with a 7-point lead. You got to imagine that Carolina is going to have some adjustments as Hodgson gets fouled.
Oh, Coach Bangert dialed one up, a little Princeton action with the back screen. What a good job of setting up. See the open side of the floor, no help side. Trailer got beat. Hokies came over too late. Beautiful execution.
So Hodgson and Banghart, interestingly enough, are from the same hometown of Rindge, New Hampshire. When we asked Coach about that and said, what's Rindge, New Hampshire like? And she did not hesitate to say, oh, it's just got one stoplight.
One stoplight. Nothing wrong with the one stoplight town.
No, absolutely not.
It produced 2 pretty good basketball folks. Poole being very physical with Kitley down low.
Side to Kitley. And Kitley wins the battle there, but goes to the deck.
He is used to being on the deck.
Especially with so many teams really focusing their defensive efforts on Elizabeth Kitley throughout the season. Usby way off on the 3.
Yeah, decent shooter percentage-wise from the 3, but she's sure more dangerous downstairs.
Yeah, ambitious pass picked off by Kelly.
Stop the ball.
Littlefield out of the line. Well, Max, seeing how these teams really like to push the pace, you got to really get your conditioning in before Virginia Tech and North Carolina play each other. Both teams are so fast, and they want to make sure that the pace is theirs, and Carolina and Virginia Tech have been battling for that pace the entire game.
Yeah, they're so similar in their philosophies about how they approach the game. Coach Brooks and Coach Banghart, they really are probably as closely aligned in terms of what they want to do, who they recruit, how they recruit. Coach Banghart talked about it several different times during our call this week.
Back down to a 5-point game. Moore finds Trailer. That was good defense there by North Carolina, forcing that shot.
Yeah, it looked like got a piece of that maybe. So a good hedge by Elizabeth Kitley.
Usby is cold from 3. Trailer outnumbered. Off the glass. No good. Littlefield gets blocked.
Yeah, she didn't get by her first defender, but she certainly did not get by Kitley on that one. Like the aggressiveness out of Littlefield, though. She tries to get the edge on King. Kitley says nope. High school teammates, King and Kitley.
Yeah, that journey has been a fun one to watch for people that are connected with this Virginia Tech program of Kayla King and Elizabeth Kitley. Well, meanwhile, that's the 4th block for Liz Kitley. An air ball, fair block by Greg.
Amor probing that defense. Good job by North Carolina of getting back. There's the high-low.
From the elbow? Yes.
Double team Kitley. This time it's Greg that's open.
Deja Kelly. Wow. Right back in your face for Virginia Tech. Deja Kelly going back on the Hokies defense and pops an early one.
So good in transition, so good going to that right hand.
17 points for Deja Kelly.
She hadn't had a lot of opportunities to go to that right hand. Hokies have done a pretty good job making her go left, but she can still score.
Down a trailer. Amore's wide open.
Nice job of getting a good shot.
Littlefield, what a galloping effort to the hoop.
Little shot fake and blow by.
Approaching the final 1.5 minutes of the third quarter. Liz Kitley was in a triple team there. Draws a foul.
Fourth of the quarter.
So Chitenge comes back into the game. First time we've seen her in the second half. Remember, she has 3 fouls. And a little bit more size, the niece of Dikembe Mutombo back into the game.
Carolina, a little zone on that baseline out of bounds. Now they're matching up man-to-man.
Step back for Amore!
It didn't matter. Man-to-man, zone, the step back was there.
Now reminiscent of what she did a couple of nights ago against Georgia Tech. Creating space with that ball movement for Georgia Amore with those handles.
Backed her off, created space. Perfect form. On the other end, Traylor picks up her 3rd foul.
Something to keep an eye on for Virginia Tech because Traylor adds a lot of that depth in the backcourt for the Hokies, especially moving down the stretch here into almost the 4th quarter. Driving for Usby, no good.
Didn't finish it in the traffic. Good rebound for the Hokies. Asia Gregg.
The gasp for air here. The pace seemed to slow for just a moment. Shepard, top of the key.
Set play called by Kenny Brooks. Executed perfectly on the handoff.
Largest lead escalates to 9 for the Hokies. And a foul called on Kitley.
Foul called against the Hokies. It's on the 33. Against Kitley, second personal foul.
Yeah, she tried to hedge big, didn't quite get out in the path of the dribble by Kelly.
It's Elizabeth Kitley's 2nd foul.
Hokies go small here for the last 7 seconds of the quarter.
See if they draw it up for Hodgson. Or is it going to be Kelly? Defense is there for the Hokies. Kelly got up a decent look at the buzzer and rims out. So going into the 4th quarter, it is 52-43. 9-point lead after the 3 from Asia Shepard. 10 more minutes of basketball coming up. You're not going to want to. Notre Dame is trying to find that double bye as well. They beat Virginia Tech. That's the last time the Hokies lost before they started out this homestand. Hokies up 52-43. Usby short on the mid-range shot, and Asia Shepard ranges out for the board.
Usby's been good inside. Not so good facing the basket, though.
Double dribble, one on Shepard.
Checking in from Tar Heels, number 20, Destiny Adams.
Destiny Adams comes in. Kenny Brooks not excited about the double dribble. 6th season as the head coach of Virginia Tech. Likely, let's face it, the Hokies seemingly have already stamped a trip to the NCAA tournament. So has North Carolina at this point. Both of these teams are going to make it to the postseason, and that's what's just so fun about today.
And had it not been for COVID, this would be the 3rd straight trip for Kenny Brooks.
second one to fall from 3. Started out 0 of 4 with 3-pointers.
He's doing a good job of not allowing North Carolina to get those second shots in this half.
Amor finds Lytle. Lytle gets hit hard, but a travel is called.
The Hokie faithful disagree.
That's a physical play right there. Let's see what happens.
A lot of contact, but there's been a lot of contact the whole game, to be honest. It's been a physical, hard-fought game, just exactly what we thought.
And 2 tough defenses, 2 fast-paced offenses. Kelly trying to bring Carolina back into the game. That's the 12th rebound for Alyssa Usby. But a steal from Kayla King.
Trying to get to that double-figure lead.
Kayla King lost the ball, back up. He stays with
Brooks called a timeout.
Coach Brooks calling a timeout to keep Virginia Tech with possession.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Brings us to another break. 8:13 left to go in this one. 9-point lead for the Hokies. Well, North Carolina locked into a tough one here in Blacksburg, down by 9 to the Hokies. Well, they got another tough one coming up in just a few days against Louisville. That one's going down in Chapel Hill. But then after that, a couple of teams that you can really expect North Carolina can play well against. Florida State, Virginia, Duke. That'll be an interesting one as well.
Yeah, tough schedule. This is why today is so important. Hokies also have NC State and Louisville left, so really critical to get this win today.
Amor hit the deck and hit the 3 anyway.
Over Usby, the long-arm defender, right in her face.
17 points for Georgia. Amor, 5 threes for the second straight game. Destiny Adams.
Oh, nice play by the freshman. No problem stepping up here in a critical situation.
So a 10-point lead for Virginia Tech. Still lots of time for North Carolina trying to make a defensive stand, but the Hokies have really started to pile on the threes. Just like this one from Georgia Amor.
Again, tried to create space, but really didn't. Just got it off over Usby's outstretched hand.
Step back for Shepard.
Usby almost had 2 in a row.
Hokies have hit 9 3-pointers. Tip back to Baines.
Such a better. Only 3 offensive rebounds this half for North Carolina compared to 11 in the first half, Bailey.
Good. You think for Usby, too, that's a player that averages 13 points a game. She has started out 3 of 14 from the field. Laser beam pass a bit too hard. Hodgson.
Hokies dodged the bullet right there. That's a shot that Hodgson makes a lot of times.
Now with Virginia Tech up by 10, do you expect them to try to slow it down at all?
No, they're going to run their offense. They're a fairly patient half-court team. Back-to-back turnovers is not going to make Kenny Brooks very happy, though.
That's a huge 3. Eva Hodgson climbing North Carolina back into contention.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. She shoots that at a very high percentage, especially in transition when she has a little space.
And a foul called on Adams. Here's Hodgson. Remember, had 19 points against the Hokies the last time out and hit 4 threes. That's her first today and a big one.
You hear the phrase catch and shoot? That's really a quick release right there. It barely touched her hands, and she has perfect form.
8 on the shot clock. Here's Greg. A rare 3 from Greg.
She's capable of making that. Probably not the shot that Virginia Tech really wanted on that possession, though.
Hodgson, wow. Switch to the left hand and the layup got to go.
Came up a little bit tender on that ankle, it looked like.
Hokies led by as much as 12. Here comes Carolina back to 5. Trailer. Kitley with the offensive rebound and a stick back.
What a play. Kitley was not in position, kept that ball alive, and then played through the contact.
Foul called on Virginia Tech. That brings us to a break. Still exciting in Blacksburg. 57-50. North Carolina trying to come back, but we come back. The ACC Network Extra. Take a look at the Hokies' upcoming schedule. That's a pretty tough swing, Mac, because you got to go to Syracuse. It's not going to be easy to play up in upstate New York, and then you have to go to Louisville for the number 3 team in the country, who's in a deadlocked in a pretty good matchup today with Notre Dame. And then after that, you got to welcome NC State to Blacksburg, where the Hokies found some success against the Wolfpack in overtime last year, but it's still not easy to do against Wes Moore's team.
Offensive foul that time on Usby with an illegal screen.
Offensive foul.
Turnover number 18 for North Carolina, Bailey.
Remember the last time these two teams faced off, Carolina won that turnover battle. The Hokies turned the ball over 21 times, and Carolina only coughed the ball up 12 times. Four and a half minutes left. Trying to play for that double bye in the ACC tournament. Amor again. Bit short, has to get it up, and that is a shot clock violation.
Full break for the Hokies there with the shot clock violation. Carolina actually had possession of that ball, headed the other way, but one of those bang-bang calls.
Yeah, it seemed like it served as a detriment for Usby, who was ready to sprint up the floor.
She's always ready to sprint up the floor.
That's a huge and one. Alyssa Usby, who has struggled offensively to get things done today. A gigantic layup there and a chance to make it an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, we were just talking. 3 for 14 from the floor by Usby. She's done a lot of other good things, but struggled to get the ball in the basket. But that is a potentially big three-point opportunity.
And it rolls home for Usby. So Usby now a double-double again with 10 and 12. 12 being the rebounds. That 9 points, excuse me. She's going to need one more point to get another double-double. Here comes Kitley. In a wrestling match, nothing called.
Carolina wants a foul in 3 seconds. The Hokies want a foul.
And it is a foul on North Carolina.
There's a foul. There's a couple fouls.
It's on
A lot
Usby.
of traffic.
Deja Kelly was trying to do her best job there to lobby for a jump ball. Possession arrow would have pointed with the Hokies anyway. King wide open. Huge three.
Big mistake right there on the out-of-bounds play by North Carolina.
Kelly. Big possession for Virginia Tech. Shepard open for 3 and buries it.
Executing twice, back-to-back for wide open threes. The Hokies have gotten that lead extended.
11 threes for Tech. Adams can't hit the free throw line jumper.
be a little bit more patient now. Up 10 with 2.5 to go.
9 on the shot clock. Amor backing up. Trying to create space. Has to get a shot off. Doesn't realize it, and it's a shot clock violation. Miscommunication there, but look how wide open Kayla King was.
North Carolina not alert. No one knew where the best shooter on the floor was. And then the screen down right there, Azana Baines picks off Shepherd's man. Shepherd is wide open at the top.
10-point lead for Virginia Tech. Another block, no foul called. Carolina trying to recover. Another block, and that time it wasn't legal.
Yeah, Amor played some really good defense. That time, though, got the hand in the cookie jar.
Get another look at this one, Mac. That's the right call.
Bang, bang, but yeah, you reach in there, put yourself in harm's way of having a foul call.
Kennedy Todd Williams back within single digits for North Carolina.
Great free throw shooter, clutch player at Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Started every game for the Tar Heels this year. That's a big couple of free throws for North Carolina.
Carolina with a little zone pressure now.
Shepherd into the front court. 2 minutes left.
No problem breaking the pressure.
Picked off. What a play by Usby. Hodgson. And one. Hodgson slow to get up, tangled up with Asia Shepherd, but wow, what a crucial layup for the Tar Heels.
Yeah, Usby with a great defensive play, and then the advantage on the other end. One of the dangerous plays when a player is in the air. Shepherd trying to get to the block. And Hodgson honestly got her body between Shepherd and the ball. That's what she's supposed to do, protect the basketball.
Eva Hodgson, look at that. So much energy there. You can tell that this game has taken a lot out of these two teams, playing physical and playing fast. The and one is completed. So 5 unanswered for North Carolina. Flirting with the backcourt there, finally get across the timeline.
Hokies need to settle down and run good offense, execute like they did when they extended that lead to double figures.
Here's Baines and a head fake. Tries at the rim, no good. Kintley and one.
Kintley finds a way. She hasn't been able to get the ball out of the regular offense, so she has really started attacking the offensive glass.
Liz Kintley, a player that plays with so much stoicism usually. There wasn't a lot of stoicism after she hit that shot. See the emotion and how big this game is to these two programs.
When you play through all that contact like she has all day.
Right. Taking a break here, 66-58, a minute 20 left here in Blacksburg. Told you it'd be a quick break. We're back in Blacksburg. 8-point lead for the Hokies, trying to start out 11-3 in the ACC. As North Carolina still within a little bit of a striking distance, but with every second that comeback wanes away. A minute 20 left here in the fourth quarter. Bailey Engel and Mac McCarthy, we're glad to have you with us with what, let's face it, one of the most fun games we've ever had together, partner. I know that for sure.
Very significant game, and of course we showed you that, the standings and how significant this game is. We also showed you the graphic earlier about when the Hokies have 3 or more players with double figures, and they have that right now with a minute 20 to go.
Now remember, the Hokies are 16-0 when 3 or more players get into double figures. Shepherd with 14, Amor with the team leading 17, and Liz Kintley right there, completing the and one with 15 points for the Hokies and also has 7 rebounds. Usby's open. Wow. When you count North Carolina out, they just sprint right back into transition and hit a big shot like that. So 66-61, Usby wide open, has been cold from three all day, and the sophomore from Minnesota makes this a two-possession game.
Yeah, the Hokies took away option number one, option number two, but the skip pass to Usby got the Tar Heels a wide open three-point shot. She was due. She's a 36% three-point shooter on the year.
Kenny Brooks giving the instructions to his team. I think we're going to have a few more pauses in the action for this with every bucket or every potential defensive stop for North Carolina. A minute 9 seconds feels like a lifetime here as it looks like the Tar Heels are going to go into a full-court press.
The chess match. You have to love the chess match between the two coaches.
It's tipped. Amor snags it anyway, finds the ball across the timeline with 1 minute left.
Amor is hard to hem up. They decided they wanted to force the action.
8 on the shot clock. Shepard curving back. She's got to realize that the shot clock is waning. And a foul is called on Asia Shepard.
Offensive foul. She really wasn't aware, and she did push off. Good call.
And Hodgson, how about the awareness there of falling back and selling that call as well?
How tough is she? Taking a beating on both ends.
5-point game, 40 seconds left. Asia Kelly. Hodgson, no good. To the floor, gets the offensive rebound with 25 seconds left. Kelly with an air ball. Adams is there. Usby now. No good. Kayla King up the floor. North Carolina is backing off. They will not foul, and Virginia Tech, for the first time in program history, has back-to-back wins against ranked opponents.
What a great job. All the way around, execution by the players, knowing the scout, and beating an opponent that came in here and played really well, Bailey.
71-46 was the score the last time Virginia Tech and North Carolina played in Chapel Hill. So after a 25-point beatdown, the Hokies hold on to win today impressively, 66-61 against the number 23 ranked Tar Heels. Mac, what a game, what an atmosphere, and really just what an experience for these two teams to see them face off.
Yeah, we talk about the fact that neither of these teams have won a close game. Well, they have now. Virginia Tech 66-61, and it was every bit of the game that we thought it might be when you're playing for the double bye in the ACC tournament in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Kenny Brooks with the embrace of Liz Kitley, an ACC Player of the Year candidate. What a fun one we had today. So for Mac McCarthy, the final score from Blacksburg, 66-61. Hokies improve to 11-4 in the ACC, make it 11-3. Fun one in Blacksburg. Have a good day, everybody.